Hi guys. Hi guys. How's it going? How is the bull market treating you? Hey David! Hey David, fuck you! Hey, David is in the chat! Fuck you, David! How's it going? How are you? I miss you too. P-Lab? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, when you get a market like this, the 10 is above the 20, both are rising, that's where the money's made. And then, you know, you can use other moving averages too. I would also use maybe a 50 or a, you know, like a 50. Like if the 50 is rising too, that's nice. You know, this is a classical bull market action. And now we're finally seeing money pouring into the small caps. There is no more fun markets to trade than where money is pouring into like all these shitty small caps. We had VVOS, right? We had CCCC. Now, I nailed it on the long side. I missed it on the short side yesterday. I knew, you know, I'm like, I had some small shares, but I'm like, oh, I should short it. But hey, what if it goes to 10? You know, whatever. That was a 5-star short. Day 3. And there was another one I caught. I had CCC, I nailed VVOS. What was the third one? That was like crazy, that went up. I don't remember it right now. Whatever. Man, oh, I've been missing these times. Because over the past 2 years, we haven't had that much. I mean, we did have CXAI earlier this year. It was also crazy. It went up like 500% in 2 days from the opening range highs. Traded like 10 million shares in the first minute of trading. That was oof. I'm still kicking myself for not trading it. But other than that, you know, there hasn't been many, you know, crazy ones over the past 2 years. Oh, I've been missing them, man. Do you buy CCC on the first gap or second one? Are you kidding me? You always buy day 1. You should follow the instructions on the screen. Alright guys, good luck. I really don't see anything for today. Just gonna take it chill. and Soxol straight up. I think there's gonna be a good short. If it keeps extended, if it goes like in a straight line to 35 plus, could be a good short next week, or you know, if it just keeps going straight up. Right now I just don't see anything on the long or the short side. ADCT flag breakout 2 days ago. Yeah, this is what happens in bull markets, right? This is why, you know, you can't trade breakouts and EPs in downtrending markets. Once you get uptrending markets, free money. The volume is low. Oh, I have to fix it. NIO, I don't see anything here. China has been a big laggard in this rally, but once we start breaking out of this big range on KWAB and FXI, etc. Actually, FXI is not good looking. You know, there's gonna be big moves. China stocks, there's so many China stocks, many of them can make big moves. There's already a few, like GoTo made a big move over in the past week. Generally, the China education names have been on fire. TAL, Edu, GoTo. You can barely hear me. Oh, okay. I'll have to fix it now, I guess. I'll fix the sound. Let's see. Let's see here. Let's see here. Oh, this should fix it. I have to put the sound on so I can hear myself. Test. Test. All right, now it's better. Right? Okay, great. Oh, I have to turn the sound off. All right. So. You know, it's kind of interesting to see, you know, people have been conditioned over the past 2 years that, you know, every rally is a sell, especially when it comes to like IVM, the small caps, but we just broke out of this, you know, 2-year trend line. The Russell, look at the volume, look at the up volume. We've had up volume days that we haven't seen since like the 2020 COVID crash, when there was extreme volatility. I mean, that's always what you want to see. You want to see like long-term breaks on big volume. I'm not gonna say we're gonna go straight up. I think we really need to start testing the 10-20 either through time or price, but I think, or at least I hope, we get a great start to next year. So far, so good. Carvana. Yeah, it had a nice breakout, but I don't trade breakouts anymore. Not as much. I mean, it wasn't really a good looking flag. You know, I did this breakout here. That was a good looking flag, like a classic when it surfs the 10, 20, 50. But this one was just blue. Path, yeah, Path. I bought it on the stream last time, but I sold it. when I bought alt, yeah, I bought it. I bought it on different. I'm just been position. I'm just been building a position here. I bought some here. You know, when it had this big gap up and fade day, there was the same day I streamed last time. Then I bought it 2 days later when it held up and the volume held up. You know, it's still traded, you know, pretty big volume compared to the average. And then I bought it, you know, added on this day here too. I think this thing could do something crazy, and volume is still there. I think this could be like a 5-bagger if the speculation money comes in. I mean, we have two super themes right now, right? It's AI and it's the weight loss pills. And this is just, you know, I know the data is shit on this thing. It probably can never compete with you know, with Eli Lilly and Novo Nordisk drugs, but it doesn't matter. When a speculation money comes for it, it always wants a good story. And this thing, you know, I'm looking at the volume. It's just, you know, coming out of nothing. It had big runs before. It's a former runner. In 2020, it went up 1,500%, 1,600%. So this thing is no stranger to runs. And VKTX, it's another one of these weight loss pills, also small cap. Actually, alt is a micro cap. So, you know, I think it's a good risk reward for those things. The volume is there. That's the most important thing. Why am I not trading breakouts anymore? Because breakouts haven't been working well over the past 2 years. I find EPs have been working way much better. I mean, obviously, I had, you know, select breakouts. Like one I remember was this one. This was a nice one. But EPs have been working way better. No, I haven't changed anything. I don't see any point in changing anything. Yeah, GME is, yeah, that's a good point. That was a breakout. I mean, you know, I thought, you know, since the silly money was coming back and this GME was having big volume, I was like, you know, hey, why not? Good risk reward. You never know with this. But again, you know, like this is a small position. I really don't care. Like if it can double, sure, nice, but you know, it's a small position. I don't care about this. Like I have a mix of, you know, like something like Alt, which is a $300 million company, and I also have, you know, stuff like, I don't know, PDD, which is a $200 billion company. Very slow, very slow. But, you know, obviously I have a much bigger position. You know, 10% move in PDD, I'll make as much money as if, you know, alt would make a 50% move or something like that, or even 100% move, you know. Did you manage to know, hey, look, I overtrade every year, every month, every week. That's probably my biggest weakness. Every year I'm looking at like my biggest. I usually don't have many big losses because I'm very good at cutting losses. But my problem is, you know, I tend to trade. Like sometimes I just can't help myself. Even I know that I shouldn't trade. I'm like, you know what? I'll just try this out. I'll take half size. But you know, you do half size in a market that's bad, and you do it 10 times, it kind of adds up. That's always been my problem. I've gotten better, but it's still one of my biggest weaknesses. That's usually my biggest detractor every year, over trading. Well, it depends. Like usually, yeah, I usually like smaller caps, micro caps could be, you know, 10-day is a very good one. I mean, it depends on how they behave. Sometimes the 20-day. Usually, when it large caps, it's always the 20-day. But it depends. You know, sometimes they do something like this. I don't know if I find a good example. Nah, I don't know. I can't remember a good example right now. Also you have stuff like CCC. Like where did I buy it? Opening range highs. They were like here, $2. And then it went to, you know, like low mid eights 2 days later. Obviously you can't use the 10 or the 20-day. Like if it goes up, you know, 200-300% in a few days, you have to sell into strength. You can't, you know, you can't be stupid. Or you know, something like NVOS, which I no VVOS, which I also sold into strength because where did I buy it? Opening range highs here. I mean, this was a perfect one. It had a big gap up, right? Then it kind of started consolidating. It had a clean, you know, breakout, intraday breakout at 13, took out opening range highs and went to, you know, 49 the same day. You can't use the 10 or 20-day daily moving average for a stop. That's just stupid. It's you know, by the time it gets there, the move, you know, it gives back all the move. So you have to sell into strength. So it depends on the stock. You got chopped up the last 3 years? How did you get chopped up in 2021? Like 2021 was literally free money. How did you get chopped up? Like I get like to 2022, that was a, you know, choppy year. And you know, parts of this year, but 2021? I think you may need a market filter. DRCT, yeah, that one, I think it... can I go back to the 5 minute on the EP day? I remember I was in Las Vegas that day. My girlfriend bought it. It was like the best EP of this earnings season. It was just so perfect. Triple-digit EPS revenue growth. Big revenue raise, guidance raised from 170 to 190 million versus consensus of 128. That's an insane raise. And the big volume, and it broke out of a, you know, big base. I mean, that was so, it's just 5-star, right? And you know, this is a micro cap. You used the 10-day, you would have gotten stopped here. This is by far the best EP of this earnings season. This is called small account edge. You know, I can't trade shit like this. What am I gonna do? Like you know, even if it goes up 300% from entries, I'm not gonna make any money from it, right? But you guys with small accounts, you can catch these things. There's so much more opportunity. This DRCT, I don't know. I don't like the fact that it failed at the 20-day. I wouldn't, you know. I think the trade is over. Or maybe not, I don't know. You know, in a month and a half, we're gonna have another earnings season and there's gonna be new opportunities. Meanwhile, we may get a bunch of, you know, these other types of EPs, like biotech, etc. TGTX, yeah, I saw that one. Yeah, it had 184,138% revenue growth. Obviously from a tiny base, but yeah. But you know, huge volume. Didn't really close strong like I used to. It kind of, you know, it was a tricky one, but yeah, it's an okay one. Do I ever get the feeling you're losing a little bit of edge as you age? No, I don't. I just see growth opportunities everywhere. You know, there's so many strategies I would like to try out that I know that works, but you know, like longer term, etc. But I just force myself keeping, you know, being focused on a few things. I know I'll get better results that way. Yeah, I've been looking into options, but whatever. I just, there's just so many opportunities, you know. Like options, yeah, it's just gonna make things complicated. It's if you wanna buy stocks like Nvidia or something, you don't wanna use up, you know, big chunk of your portfolio buying a big position. You buy like leaps or stuff on like large mega cap stocks. That's mostly what I'm would trade if I traded options. But then again, do I want a bunch of, you know, mega caps? If I can just focus on the high beta names like I've been you know using. Because you know if the market goes up, the mega caps, I mean the high beta ones are just still gonna make bigger moves than the mega caps. Whatever, I don't know if it makes sense. CCC was extended. Now, did you not get involved because of the 3-5 day? Well, CCC, I had no interest in shorting it until yesterday because I was long from day one. That was a 5-star. The volume was absolutely insane. When you see like, and also if the market has been on a run and you had these types of moves before, recently, that's usually, you know, that's a sign there's speculation money, right? And also it had like a PR with a mega cap company, right? It wasn't like total fluff news. But yeah, I do regret I didn't sell my last part, just sell it and go short, because I was looking at it here when it kind of start building lower highs, I'm like, you know what? It's a good risk reward on the downside. But yeah, whatever. Alright guys, I'm gonna stop the stream now. I just don't see much to do here. You know, we had a really busy couple of weeks. I wish I was streaming the days when we had these big ones like CCC, etc. But whatever. It's gonna come new ones. I think a lot of things need to kind of rest a little bit. Alright guys, thanks for joining and hopefully see you next week. Or actually, probably not, because I'm gonna be traveling. Yeah, whatever. Alright guys, in case we don't see each other, Merry Christmas and good luck.